Welcome back to my channel, and today this is part 2 of our Dakota digital install. We are configuring everything now. I separated them because the install took forever and attention span and all that good stuff. What were you talking about? Oh yeah, so today we are going to be testing and making sure nothing leaks, like oil or water. And then we're going to configure it and show you how I did that. Hopefully I can figure it out and maybe we both learn something new. Who knows? But Dakota Digital Dash is in there. I can't necessarily drive it without a steering wheel. Guess I'll install that right now. I'm going to install that. I'll come back to you and then we'll start the car. We'll check to see if I messed up on anything. Then we'll take her out, check the fuel, set up, configure, and yeah. All right, steering wheel, check. Jumper cables, check. Wallet, check. Cell phone, check. Let's go take this bad boy out. First things first, let's fill this bad boy up to see if we have enough gas in it. And we should see a full readout on the gas tank, gas gauge. And I'll show you how I programmed it. Praying it starts, praying it starts. Went to a good spot to film this outside because the echoing of my fans and stuff is really loud on the audio. But I come to a place that the bugs are screaming at me, so if you do hear that, I apologize. Let's program this bad boy, and let's first start with fuel and how to go into the setup menu. The way to do that is, as you're turning it on, you have to have hitting the number 1 button. So if you remember, I mounted my switch right here. So what I'll do is I'll hold this and turn the switch, and we'll end up in the startup menu. Let's do that now. Now we're in the startup menu. You'll see on the left here, we have a menu for speed, tach, voltage, which we don't have an issue with, water, and oil. As soon as you get to fuel, you'll just hold the 1 button to enter the setup. Then you'll have the fuel sender, custom, test, done. So we want to select sender, hold 1. Okay, so here's all our options here. We are GM90 in this car, so that's what you'll be picking. And I did test it when I got my fuel, and it did work. After you're done, you'll hold the 1 button. Now you can set up everything else. This is how you set up your odometer. You go into odometer by holding the 1 button, and now it's a series of, you go through each digit. You pick the number you need, you hold the 1 button, and cycle through it. Save, yes. Alright, let's go ahead and test our fuel. You'll see that now we have a full tank, which I did just go fill it up. Our temperature's reading perfect, and that's just off the sending unit. Same thing, the voltage just worked, I didn't have to set that up. And oil pressure, I didn't have to set that up because it was a sending unit, so. See my oil pressure shot up. thing is I need to calibrate is my speed, and I forgot to hook up my tach, not to the Dakota digital, but I forgot to hook it up in the car. So I got to hook that back up and we'll be good there, which I'll do here in a little bit. And otherwise, everything else is working great. There's not a lot of setup. It's actually very user-friendly. And word to the wise, when you are installing this, you do keep this bezel, this plastic right here. There's a plastic lens that goes over it. You do not use that. So the only thing off the stock one you're going to keep is this, and there's a rubber thing that goes here, which I forgot to put back on, but doesn't matter. Other than that, this is working out great. I love it. Now we're going to set up the tach. We're going to select the engine. So I have an 8-cylinder, but for all you people with those 9-cylinder engines, you can select it here. But in my case, I really want a 12-cylinder engine here, so that's what I'm putting here. It goes up to 16. Nice. All right. There's an option for a 3-cylinder. Those Geo Metro engines, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. Tach update. Okay, keep down slow. Ooh, you can also set the warning light on your tach. I have mine set to 6,000. I probably should lower that, but whatever. This is the signal that goes to it, so we'll edit that. Mine is a 5-volt system, I believe, and I will tell you that as soon as we hook up my tach wire, but I set it up as 5 volts. Okay, get done. And then when you're all done with setting all that up, you just turn the car off and turn it back on. Okay, because I forgot to hook my tach up, I'm just going to show you where it's at. So, this is the tach signal that goes to my FI tech unit. This right here is the clip that goes into my tach signal that goes to my dash. This is the other side of that clip that hooks up there. And you see this green wire is what is feeding into my distributor. So I'm going to hook this up, plug it in, and we should have a tach signal. Okay, it is now soldered on and plugged in. Let's see if the gauge works. We gotta put that back on. Let's try it out. Okay, so one of the issues I'm still having with my Dakota digital dash is getting the tach to read, so I'm going to make sure the signal is actually going through that wire to the dash. I don't know if it is. I've done a lot of rewiring with this car, so I'm going to see if this wire connects to the bottom back here. That's what you'll see me doing. Went ahead and hooked up this. Now I'm going to go inside the car and see if we're getting a signal after I start it. that was the issue. There's some break in that cable from the dash to the unit, so I want to run a whole new wire. I don't trust any wires that are in here, so I'm gonna run it underneath the car into the actual this grommet right here. See it? I'm gonna run it into this grommet right here where I have my other cables coming in. I think that's the best bet. Let's go ahead and get that done. I have now got everything ran. So the wires ran through the grommet, through here, it's the yellow wire, into the box, and the box is hidden under there. Now let's make sure it still works. All right, this is exciting news. So I have 5 of the 6 gauges now working in the car. The only thing I do not have working is a speedo, and that's going to be a video all on itself. I need to figure it out still. So I will be cutting this video short on the setup and configuration. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Until next, well, actually I do have a future project coming up. I got a piece of metal cut for the cover on top of my my fuel door, my fuel pump door, fuel access panel door. Yeah, let's go with that. I got that cut, and I'll be doing that in a video here soon after I get the speedo done. So again, a lot of videos upcoming. Please stay tuned. Oh, and I got a new gas cap. Ooh yeah. I mean, a few bucks here and there, keep replacing stuff, and you'll have a brand new car, right? Until next time, you guys have a good one. Thank you. Bye.